Happy Tuesday, Stampers, and Happy New Year. For the first video of this year, I thought I would talk a little bit about how I organize my stamps. Now, everybody probably does it a little bit differently, and I know I sent out an email to some of you about taking Tiffany's organizational challenge, which I highly recommend, because she tells you how to organize things, and then you can use it however you like with the things that you have, the storage units that you have. You don't necessarily need to buy what she has. So what I do is I have this one. This is my main catalog. Okay, and everything I have is in here. Whoops, sorry about that. That's not very good to be able to go wide on this. So I start with, let me look over here. These are my small stamps. If I get a new small stamp, I number it and I put it in the catalog. These are all punches. These are punches. I put my border punches together, and you can see everything is numbered so that if I'm looking for it, if I go, ooh, I forgot I had that border punch, I know where I can go find it because I've got them in numerical order. Okay, again, all these punches, these I don't have numbers on because I have those in a separate box, and I know which box to go and look for. Okay, then I've got, these are die cuts. These are the small Sizzix die cuts. I did these in green because the die cuts themselves happen to be green. Then there are yellow die cuts. Again, everything's numbered. Everything's in my catalog. There are red die cuts. There are, dies. There are black dies. There are brown dies. So I have them organized that way. I then took my framelits that I get, and I have just traced in there because, those come nested. So there's like 6 sizes, but I know that the stars are number 9. So I can go to my little box where I have the framelits and look and see. I can also look on here at a glance and tell what I already have and whether or not I have something I can use or I need to get something else. These are more dies. These are the little thin dies that I have. These are the border dies. Okay, so then everything's done. Now here's my wheels. So I have wheeled here and I have them numbered. Okay. All right. And then I started with my stamp sets. These are my wooden stamp sets I have first. Notice I have a picture of the whole stamp set and I have given it a number. Okay. And the reason that I do that is because then I can also enter it in my other catalog I'm going to show you in a minute. So every stamp set in here is numerically ordered or numbered. Okay, that I can go through, and let's just look at stamp set, whoops, sorry about that. Stamp set number 76. Okay, so when I got this stamp set, I said, oh, this is nice. Oh, well, let me get something that's a little more varied. Okay, so let's look at this one. So number 82. All right, so it's got a palm tree, it's got a pineapple, it's got this kind of royal looking thing. Okay, so when I looked at all my stamps, then I decided, okay, if I had to put them into categories, what are the categories I would use? And I came up with my own categories. Okay, so animals. So every animal stamp that I have stamped in here. But let's look, okay, so trees. Remember there were palm trees in there. So I have trees here. And if I'm looking for a tree, I come here and I look and I go, oh, look at all these trees that I have. Isn't that nice? Oh, okay. I think I want a palm tree. That's in number 82. Okay, so then I go and I pull out stamp set number 82, and that's how I know where my palm tree is. Okay, so let's say I'm looking for a birthday cake. Now, in your catalog, you could have maybe labeled them cake. All right, in my catalog, I just put everything under birthday. Okay, so I go, okay, so let's look at birthday. All right, so I've got that cake I could use. I've got this cake I could use. I've got this cake I could use. Oh, I've got a little cupcake there. Oh, I've got a cupcake here, a cupcake there. Here's the bottom of the cupcake and the top of the cupcake here. Okay, so then I know all of my choices if I want to put a cake on a card. Okay, so the reason that it's important for me anyway to label the stamp sets from the beginning, I'll show you now. When I get a new stamp set, I put the picture of it in here like I showed you, and I have them numbered. Okay, let's say that we're having a stamping class and I know that this has 8 stamps in it. Well, when I go to put it away, there's only 7 stamps in there. How do I know what stamp is missing? Well, I can look at this and go, oh, it's way to go. And then I know what to go and look for to see if it's what's missing. So I keep one catalog that's just a picture of every single stamp set, the whole stamp set together. And then I have the other catalog that's by topic. Okay, your topics don't necessarily need to be the same as mine. You may not have any animal stamps. You don't have to have an animal category, but you may have tons of cars. Okay, I don't have a car category because I don't have, but you know, just a couple of car stamps. But for me, I put it under transportation. Okay, because then you see I have a wagon, I have a bicycle, I have a car or a truck, I have an airplane, I have an airplane there. So I didn't have very many of those kinds of stamps, so I kind of grouped them together. Another thing that you can do in a catalog that I've just started to do is to take each of my punches, okay, and I have, for instance, here I have my, this is the 1 1/4 and the 1 3/8 circle punches. Okay, I punched out a template here because then I could just look at any of my stamps and go, oh, I wonder if he would fit in the circle. No, he's not going to quite to fit. Oh, that won't quite fit. Okay, so I've got the template there. Okay, but I've also got a picture of all of my stamps here that would go with that stamp set, or I'm sorry, with that punch. So if I say, you know what, I really like to have a little circle on here, what should I put in it? I know that I've got all these things that specifically fit with the circle punch. Okay, and you can see later on, I don't have a lot of things for some of these punches, but like for my word window, I know that all of these will fit in the word window punch. Or for the tag punches I have, these are all the tags that I have. I haven't quite gotten this far yet to go back and look at those. This is a work in progress. Okay, so I hope that this has helped you maybe to see how you can organize your stamps, because the main thing is when you go to stamp, if you've got an hour to stamp, you don't want to spend 30 minutes looking for the stamp. You want to be able to find exactly what you want, get it out, and then actually have the time to stamp. So I hope you have time for organization in the new year, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.